I'm slightly curious on why these things are pendulum monsters. I suppose this has something to do with the dual terminal story, but they could really just make the show based on the dual terminal story, and I'd probably watch it because I'm not the only one that don't know what the fuck's going on. And you gotta read a whole bunch of text. Grown people don't like reading. Just let us know what the f is going on. With that being said, this Saphira thing is supposed to be some type of archetype. There's not enough stuff revealed yet, so I'm not going to talk about it in that regard. Clearly, this is a tellarknight, so I'm going to talk about it in the context of it being a tellarknight. This is a fiend. Doesn't particularly matter because Deneb exists, and you wrote it for Deneb. Deneb searches Altair or this thing, and there you have it. Because of the utility of tellarknights, you can unuclei this thing. You can summon it with Vega, summon it with Altair if you foolished it. Not to mention Triver and Delteros. Pendulum effect. You cannot pendulum summon monsters except tellarknight or Sephira monsters. This isn't exactly a drawback, but this may be relevant, or more likely will be relevant, as more Sephira-related cards are released. I don't really even consider this a drawback. This is just before you try to get too cute. Just remember where the fuck you are, motherfucker. You stay here in this archetype. Monster effect. If this card is normal flipped or pendulum summon, okay, sure, you can't summon it off of Altair and get its effect. You can't summon it off of Vega. Doesn't really matter. You could target another Tellarknight or Sephira card in your monster zone or pendulum zone, and one set card your opponent controls, destroy them. You can only use this effect once per turn. Since this is a pendulum monster, this is going to be hitting the graveyard a whole lot unless you use it for cheese material, or if you send it with Unuclei. Now with that being said, it blows up a set card. That's fine. It's 1900. That's fine. You can attack the turn you activate the effect. That's fine. This is probably going to be used more in the Sephira thing, whatever that is, than in Tellarknights. Because Tellarknights ain't got room for that. Even with the Tellarknights that have come out, the original 4 or 5 have been played the most. And that's really all you need because Road is at 3. Yippee! But I do feel like this card is okay just because it blows up cards. I don't particularly care for the fact that it's a pendulum monster. But maybe one copy's fine. Maybe one. Maybe. Just because this is the pendulum monster. This does not mean that you play pendulum monsters in your Tellarknight deck. It's a scale of 7, that's pretty good. Then that will require you to play another pendulum monster with like a lower scale, and then that just makes your deck even worse because Tellarknights don't play a whole lot of monsters. And if you want to play something new in it, you'll be sacrificing consistency, which Tellarknights are, and you can't even send this card with Stellar Nova Alpha because it's a pendulum monster, unless I am factually incorrect. Short story, even shorter, this card is okay. And Tellarknights may be a one-of. It's a pendulum, and it clashes, because you can blow itself up, but it doesn't go to the graveyard, so it doesn't help Altair that much. It's probably going to be used if and or when more Sephira-related cards come out. It's probably just going to be used in that. There needs to be a way to search Sephira monsters. Perhaps that's just going way too far into the future. Anyway, ending this fucking video. So, I'd like to thank each and everybody for watching. Crossover Souls! I can't stress how much I appreciate, but then again, I think I'm pretty good with this Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Before you go, I'd like to also ask you click and advertise because it's the cheapest and the quickest way to support me. It takes the money out of your pocket, literally seconds out your day. Feel free to check your watch while you're doing it. I'd be grateful and appreciative. Don't feel like it's a whole lot to ask, but it is time that you do not have to spend. And if you spend it on me, I'll be so happy. Not really, but I'll be thankful.